Good morning, everyone. It's Lynn Dunn from Stamptastic Designs. Thanks so much for joining me today. So today we are going to play around with another kit from the Stampin' Up! Kits collection. So this time we are going to focus on this particular kit. It's called Bunch of Thanks. And so it has 8 different cards in here that are really made into a little bouquet of flowers. So it's a really pretty kit. And I'm going to show you some different ways that you can use this kit. So you know me, I have to kind of break apart the kits and do it my way. So that's what we're going to do today. So I have a couple of card ideas in front of me. I actually have 6 different projects that I'll share with you. So we'll focus on creating 3 or 4 cards, and then I'll show you the other projects that I created with this kit. Like I said, it's a very pretty kit, very easy to play with, and very easy to create alternatives with. So that's what we're going to do today. So good morning, everyone. So let's just dive in right away. These are some of the alternatives that I created with this kit. So I'm using some of the little florals, the extra, well, they're not really extra. They're extra in my eyes, but we're using these little florals, and I just created some very simple designs. And I decided to use, let me grab these here. I decided to use these new doilies. So they're white on the back, and then you have pink doilies, and then you have the real red doilies. So we're going to be using mostly the pink ones because they coordinate with the kit. These are online exclusives. So let me show you here. They're called Lovely Doilies, in case you're wondering what I'm using. And I just thought they went really well with this particular kit. Okay, so let's move these for the moment. And we are going to start. I'm going to show you the kit card here. So this is what the card base looks like in the kit. I already stamped a little greeting on it because I'm going to use it differently than what the kit says. So, but basically it's already scored. So you just fold on these score lines and you create your little bouquet of flowers. So that's what it looks like. And then there's little, let me grab it here. There's a little bit of twine that you can wrap around here and tie this into a little bow. Now those extra flowers, let me just show you. These extra flowers and these little tags actually just get tucked inside here. And then these little flowers kind of decorate the outside of the card, but I opted not to use this or this in my bouquets because I wanted to create some alternatives with this particular kit. So if you want to make them as the kit intended, then you would tuck that little tag in there, and then you would add a little spray of flowers on the outside. So that's basically what the cards are for this particular kit. And there's 8 of them. And of course, there's coordinating envelopes. So it has a little floral on the envelope as well. All right, so let's look at some of the alternates. So let's start with this one. What I wanted to do was just kind of create something very simple so that I could use this little focal point with some of my other products. So I pretty much used the doilies, I believe, on all of the cards, and then I just added my little focal point. So for this card, it's pretty basic. It's just your A2 size card base, and I have that in white. And then let's see if I can make this brighter here. It seems to be getting a little dark. And then I have a piece of embossed cardstock. You can use any embossing folder. And actually, these designs that I'm sharing, you can use any supplies. You don't necessarily have to have this kit. So if you have a different focal point you want to put on there, that will work just fine too. So this is a 5 1/4 by 4-inch piece. And I used that eyelet. Is it a 3D embossing folder, I believe? I don't know. I think I got up too early this morning. I used an embossing folder to add a little bit of texture in the background. So we'll just add this on here. All right, and then I just added my doily and my little elements here. So my little doily, I'm going to offset a little bit. So we'll add that over on the side. The nice thing about these doilies is that you can use either the colored side or the white side. Excited that these doilies are back. I've been missing them for a long time. So, and we are, just so you know, we're getting snow here in Wisconsin. I guess we're expected to get somewhere around 6 to 12 inches of snow today. So if my live stream goes out and comes back, it's probably because of that. So sorry about that. So let's add some dimensionals to these. And we'll add another one here. I'm going to grab some little dimensionals. Just pop a couple here. So I don't know if you've seen this kit out there, but it is a really nice kit. Oh, I forgot to tell you, it does come with a stamp set too. And you get a little ink spot, a little Mossy Meadow ink spot. All right, so basically we want to create a design, something like this. So let's just put this on first, I guess. Oh, I see my thing keeps buffering. I'm sorry, you guys. That's because of this storm, I think. There we go. Okay, so that's basically the design. And, oh, I gotta grab my, hang on one second, I gotta grab my embellishments. I think I put them away. Let's see what I do with them. Just when you think you have all your stuff sitting out. Oh, here it is. I have too big of a craft table, that's it. Let's move this out of the way. I'm using some of these embellishments from the Lights of Aurora suite. So they're little frosted dots, and I just thought they worked really well with this particular kit. So we'll just add them. And that is all there is to it. So you just get a really simple yet pretty card, and it's a great way to use up that extra, what I call extra, the extra little flowers. Okay, so that is the first one. Oh, let's move these over here. Now let's move to a pool party one. So there's all different colors of flowers in this particular kit. So I just tried to pull out the different colors as I was creating the different cards. So this one, we are going to use a pool party card base. So it's just the A2 size card. And then I used a little half a doily. So I cut one of the red doilies in half, and I'm just going to use the white side of it. And I have a 2 by 4¼ inch piece of embossed white cardstock. So that's just going to go across here. And then I just have a little scrap piece of old olive cardstock. So this is 4¼ inches long. It's about 1 inch wide. So we'll use that too. And then we'll use these little pieces. So the first thing that I am going to do is just add, we're going to do this. We're going to add this doily to the back of this first. So let's just pop that up like that. And then we're going to add this piece down on the bottom. So I'm just going to create all my layers at once. And I just want a little bit of it showing. So that's what it'll look like on the back. And then we'll just add this to our card. So I like using the doilies. Like I said, I really missed them. We had doilies, all different kinds of doilies, and we haven't had them for quite a long time. So we'll add that. Very simple, basic kind of layering. And then we're just going to add our little pieces here. So let's get some dimensionals on here. Put that on there. And let's get a couple of little dimensionals. Put those up on the top. So you actually, with this kit, you can get double the amount of cards. So if you use, let's put this on here first. Sometimes I can't talk and create at the same time. I want to make sure I get it on. And then this one's just going to kind of, oh, I put that over too far, didn't I? Let's move my dimensional. This one is just going to kind of overlap a little bit, the greeting. And then let's add our little gems right away. So put some down here. And actually, let's use a bigger one. And put that right there. Okay, so that's the basic design for that. And now I forgot what I was going to talk about. So anyway, so that is what that alternate design looks like. So I really like the look of these doilies. I think it just really brings out, it was kind of like that one little thing that I needed to complete my cards as I was designing these alternatives. So, all right, so now let's go back to the pink. Let's use the pink again. This time we are going to use the larger doily. So there's two different kinds of doilies in this particular kit. So for this one, I have this large doily, and I just cut off the side of it so that it would fit onto this 4 by 5¼ inch piece of embossed white cardstock. So that's what I did. I don't know exactly how much I cut off, but I just cut some off until it fit. How's that? All right, so let's put this in here. We'll add this first. And then we'll add this big doily. So I don't add glue to the entire doily. I don't know if you noticed that, but I just kind of add some to different parts of the doily. So everything else will just kind of hold it into place, I guess. And I'm going to leave it a little off the edge there. Okay. And then I didn't like how this edge looked, so I just added a little 1/4 inch piece of, what is this? I want to say sweet sorbet, but that's not right. It's the new in color strawberry slush. It looks very similar to our old color. Let's add a little bit more glue down here. So I just kind of added that to just kind of finish off the edge a little bit. And then for this, I cut out one of the circle shapes using the Stylish Shapes dies, and then I just sliced off a little bit with my paper trimmer. So I just cut a little bit of that off. And then this, we are going to add our little greeting. Just use a little bit of Mossy Meadow. And we'll add our greeting up at the top. And we can put the rest of our card together here. So we'll add our greeting in the center. And then we will add our little flower shape from the kit. So Cindy is asking about, I'm just looking at your comments. Cindy's asking about past videos on alternative cards. You can find those on my blog at stamptasticdesigns.com. And you should be able to type in the search bar, you could probably just type in the name of the kit you're looking for, and then the alternatives will come up from that. So like, for example, you can go out and, let's fix my light here. You can go out and type, for some reason I can't get good lighting this morning. You can type like, for this one, I don't have this one out there yet, but I'll get this one out there after I'm done with this video. But you can type like Road to Christmas and it'll show up, it'll pull up the blog post that has Road to Christmas, and you'll be able to get the details on that and then watch the video related to that particular kit. I don't know if that helps, Cindy, but you can also find some of my alternatives. I have a new class. It's called Beyond the Box. So you can also find some of my alternatives as a class. So if you want to do a little class, some of them have videos and some of them are just tutorials, no videos. So it depends on your preference. You can get them, actually, you can just get the tutorial or you can get the tutorial and video for some. So it just really depends on what you're looking for. All right, so that is what our little design looks like for this particular card. All right, so that is the third one. Let's look at the fourth one here that I'm going to take you through. And so this is another blue one. And so again, I just wanted to use a larger doily. So we cut down the big doily. We just cut down the side of it. This is a red doily, so I just cut down the side, and I'm going to use the white side for this. So I have Pool Party for the base of the card. And then this piece is a 3 3/4 by 5-inch piece of white cardstock that I embossed. So we'll add this to the front. And then we'll add our doily. So we'll add some glue to this red side. And I think that should be good. Bring it over a little bit. And then to finish off the side, I did kind of the same thing. I just cut a 1/4 inch wide, and it's 5.5 inches long of old olive cardstock. And I just wanted to kind of add a little bit of color to the side and then kind of finish off this edge a little bit. So I'm just going to put this right on the edge so it actually gives the illusion of, you know, a little 1/4 inch Pool Party piece and a little 1/4 inch old olive piece. So it kind of gives it a fun little look. The embossing folder is that eyelet embossing folder. That's what I'm using. The eyelet 3D embossing folder, I believe it is. And then for this one, we're just going to add, these are little tags came from the kit, so I'm just going to add that here. And then this is going to go over the top. So let's bring that down a little bit. And we will add this right about here. Probably could have left a little bit more doily hanging out. Let's add that. All right, and then we'll just put this over the side like that. And then we'll add a couple little gems. So let's do that. And maybe we'll put one outside the There we go. And that is the basic design for that one. So I probably should have left the doily out a little bit farther. See how I left this one stick out a little bit farther. But they both are pretty. All right, so that is card number 4. So let me just recap some of the cards here. So I'm just using the floral, this floral and the greeting from the kit. So that's how I created all of these with the little florals. So these are the 3 that I walked you through, and here's the 4th one. So now let's take a look at, well, actually, let's move these. Let's take a look at some of the other things I did. So I also created an alternate design using this piece right here. So if you don't want to fold these over, if you don't want to fold this over and create a little bouquet, just leave it open like this and just cut around just this little part of the bouquet. I think I actually cut it off about here to make this card. So most of it's cut out for you. You just need to cut a little bit around here on the bottom, and then that'll get tucked behind this piece. So if you didn't want to make the bouquet, this is just another alternative design that you can use. And then you can just add this a 3/4 inch wide piece of white cardstock, and I just added a little bit of that strawberry slush behind it. And of course my doily, because I like my little doilies. Oh, so I should turn down the light? Yeah, I'm having trouble with the lighting this morning, probably because it's kind of dark out, but hopefully you guys can see better if I hold it up like this. So that's another alternate design. And then I decided, because I'm in the holiday crafting mode, I decided to create a little gift box for the cards. So you guys can use, let's see if I can turn this down a little bit. You guys can use these kits from the kit collection, make up the cards, and then just make little gift boxes so that you guys can give them as gifts. So right now I just have one of these cards in here. I just have one of those because I thought it would be kind of neat to have the bouquet sticking out from the top of the box. And then I just have the coordinating envelopes in here. See, my lighting is really dark. Is it really? It's really dark for me. So then I just have all the envelopes in there right now. But I made this gift box before. So when I put these projects out on my blog, I'll give you the link to how to make this gift box. This was a design by Diane Vandergalen. And so I've hung on to this. I think she shared this with me when I first started Stampin' Up. She shared it with our entire group back in 2011, 2012, somewhere around there. And I've saved her instructions since then. So because I just love this box idea, because you can use your card as a way to kind of decorate the top part of the box. And on the bottom, I just used one of the tags from the kit. This is actually one of the stamps that come in this particular kit, the to and from. So I thought, oh, this would make a great gift box. And I just decorated it with a doily. So that is what I put together for you guys today. Let me come back on, see if I can get some of these on there. So sorry about the lighting and the buffering. I know I had some weird stuff going on today with my with my video. It can never be easy, right? Every time I go live, I have some kind of weird thing that happens. So that gives you an idea of how to use this kit differently. If you wanted to just kind of change out these little bouquets, and you wanted to create some A2 size cards, you could definitely use any of these designs with the supplies that are in this particular kit. And I plan to, I think this box will hold about 4 cards, maybe a few more. So I plan to make up a couple of different boxes and just put a variety of different cards in there, and then give them as gifts either this holiday season or give them as gifts in the new year. I haven't decided yet. So, and in case my family's watching, I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. But I just wanted to also quickly give you guys an update. So, the reason I'm sharing all these kits is number one, I love to create alternative designs with these kits. That's one of my favorite things to do. I do that with Paper Pumpkin. I do that with the Stampin' Up! Kits collection, which is why I started the Beyond the Box kit class. So I'm actually going to type out a tutorial for these, and I'm going to give this as a gift to all of you for free because I wanted to give you an update on the little fundraising event that I started back in like, I think it was the November 7th or 8th, somewhere around there. Um, so at that time, I had decided that I was going to donate um, the monies that I collected from selling my tutorials. So I think you guys might vaguely remember that. I'm donating money to Operation Christmas Child. So each $10 donation covers a shoebox for one child around the world. So it's a shoebox of different necessities, different toys and little things that they need. But it also the shoebox also provides the gospel. So basically, I started this fundraising event back then, and my goal was to hit $1,000 so that we'd be able to provide 100 shoe boxes for this event. And I'm happy to say right now we're at 920. So thank you to all of you guys that have purchased tutorials, have supported this fundraising event. I also support it by donating money from any kits that are sold. So for every $40 worth of kits that are sold, I'm able to donate $10 towards the shoebox for the kids. So we have a couple days left. I haven't counted up all of the kits that we've sold so far. So I'm guessing that we met our goal. I'm guessing I met my goal. And I'm pretty excited about this opportunity to just share a little bit of joy this holiday season with children all over the world. So thank you for your efforts. I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on with that. So I think that's all I have for you. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you're not in an area that's getting hit with a bunch of snow like we are. So you know what I'll be doing today? I'll be crafting because I'm definitely not going outside with all that snow that we're going to get. So all right. So have a good rest of your day. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys again next week. So take care, everybody.